Welcome back. You're watching Muslims America, a special episode on September 11, 2001, remembering the victims of 9/11. We're here with these young Muslim Americans and we're talking about growing up post 9/11 world, growing up in a post 9/11 world. They say that from every tragedy, there's a lesson to be learned. What do you think you guys learned out of this great tragedy called September 11?
Well, I learned that some people can be ignorant after some tragedy that happens. Like, say for instance, go back further in history, like in Pearl Harbor. When the Japanese hit Pearl Harbor, many Americans became racist towards the Japanese.
Put them in internment camps.
Yeah, and like, not to the extreme happened to the Muslims, but there was racism towards Muslims. And I learned that some people are just ignorant, and sometimes you just can't do anything about it.
You know, you're doing broadcasting right now. Do you think it has something to do with what happened on 9/11 and you wanted to, you wanted a Muslim voice to be present in the media?
I think so. There's stuff like this that makes me want to make a difference in the world, because that's media. It's the new way of getting out information. It's TV and internet and radio. That's one of the biggest ways to make a difference, and I'm trying to do that.
It brought me down, but it's just like brought me down, but I did take like 2 steps forward, and like I took 1 step back and 2 steps forward.
I think in a sense it unified us. The reason why I believe it unified us is because before 9/11, Muslims were scattered all over the place, not knowing from which background, which belief, what part of Islam they believe in. But after 9/11 happened and all the stereotypes started coming towards us, it has brought us all together and helped deliver the message that, hey, that's not us. Every religion has their twisted set of guys, and we're not them. We love America. We have an American flag in front of our home. So in a sense, 9/11 to me, as from what I've seen and what I've felt, is that it unified the Muslim community together, whether it's Washington D.C. or Los Angeles.
Coming back to a question that we heard from Imam Majid from Adams Center in Virginia, he was saying that Muslims in America are learning from Jews and Christians. How much do you agree with that, Siawash?
Well, depending that we have the same basis in the religion, I think in some ways we do.
What about in terms of reaching out as a human being?
Well, I'm pretty sure if a Christian walks into a mosque, I mean, he will be like looked at weird.
But we've got Christians in Pakistan.
I tend to disagree, because we're not as open of a religion, but we don't look at other religions as they're to be eliminated. They're not supposed to be here. I've seen a couple Christians come in, and the owner of the mosque welcomed them in open arms.
Okay, so do you agree that in America Muslims are learning from Christians and Jews?
Actually, I do believe that, because one way I would believe this is that every religion has gone through their set of stereotypes. The Christians have gone through it, Jewish people have gone through it, Sikh people have gone through it. And now Muslim people are going through it now, presently. So it's just like history. We're nitpicking things out of previous other religions being stereotyped, and we're learning out of this. And one day all the Muslims will unify and learn that, hey, you know what? We're more of a stronger union than we were before.
But union against no one.
Against no one.
Union as your own union.
Union as our own union, because Islam is a religion of peace.
Okay, let's just forget about mainstream media or biased media or left media or right media. What does America mean to you?
America means to me for the land of opportunity. If I know if I was not living in America, I would not be what I am right now. America has given me the facilities, the people, the resources, and what I need, and the financial backings of what I want to be and what it has made me. So I love America. God bless America. I love it.
Siawash, as an American Muslim, what does America mean to you?
It means diversity and opportunity to work in a very great country, because I am the only 15-year-old intern working in a government agency, and I feel like if this wasn't in America, I probably wouldn't have gotten that. I probably wouldn't have a job right now if I didn't work in America. That's land of opportunity.
Idrees, as a Muslim American who's gone through something like September 11, 2001, growing up 9/11, faced your racism, faced all this bigotry, people called you camel jockeys. Despite all of that, what does America mean to you?
I mean, I agree with both of them, and there's so much opportunity for almost anybody. And I also think that there's freedom. It means freedom to me, because you can do what you want to do, you can be who you want to be, you can follow whatever religion you want to follow. It's just freedom. You can do whatever you want, basically.
And if you move here as a child, like I did, moved here when I was 9 years old, it doesn't only change you, it changes your parents' perspective. It changes the way they look at culture and their religion. And they want to keep the base of religion, they want to keep their base of religion and culture. And Muslim parents are very conservative, and America does change that in a way, in a good way. Also, but in a bad way, but in a good way too.
And lastly, before we go, I know you guys have nothing to do with 9/11, neither do I. But when I was watching those planes hit, I was feeling something really sad for the victims. What would you guys want to say as Americans to the families of the victims?
I mean, although I didn't have a part in it, I would like to say that I'm sorry on behalf of the people who did do it. And I mean, especially for the little kids whose parents have passed away in the attacks, it must be really, really hard for them. And I want to encourage them to keep on doing what they're doing.
And as you said, we're in no way part of what 20 people did in a religion of 1 billion people. I do feel sorry that such a 3,000 people died because of 20 people, but just letting them know that our religion is very peaceful. It's a peaceful religion, and like I said, I am sorry, but I can't be sorry on behalf of what 20 people did and what they thought was based on religion, but it's not.
Just as said, like I have no part of 9/11, nor does my religion. Islam, nor me, nor anyone here has no part of 9/11. That's because Islam does not preach terrorism. Islam does not, preach 20 individuals to go hijack planes and crash them into monuments. And as to the families, I'm very, very sorry for everything that's happened, all the pain and suffering you've been through. And I myself, I do volunteer in post 9/11 organizations as a volunteer. So, I will work my best in these organizations, and again, yet I'm terribly sorry for everything.
We work hard to beat these stereotypes.
Yeah,
we half of the time that's what we try to do, to beat these stereotypes, because it's not fair. It's not for any religion to be, stereotypes. It's become part of life now. But every religion, every person in the world has tried to beat it, and and there's also offense that happened against us, as the Denmark cartoonist who put a bomb on Prophet Muhammad's head, and that affects me too, and stuff like that does not change my way of life. It does not make me a terrorist because a cartoonist depicted Prophet Muhammad, something that's not based on anything like that. Islam is not boom, I'm gonna go blow myself up, or I'm gonna hijack an airplane. It's about peace. It's about peace, love, and self-respect.
The same way there's so many thousands of anti-Semitic cartoons that come out from the Muslim world.
I respect the Jewish religion and the Jewish people community because I have so many friends in high school that are Jewish, and I respect them. I don't go, tell them to, get out of here or go back to your country, or you don't have a country, because I respect them. I'm not a racist, and 9/11 did change that.
On that note, I'd like to thank you all for coming out here to the Freedom Plaza. And for all those viewers watching at home, we hope that from this short but honest discussion, you have something to think about. On behalf of all my guests and my production team and our executive producer standing behind you, I thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you next time on Muslims America. Before we leave, all those people watching us at home, we would urge you to be with us for a moment of silence in respect to all those victims who died on 9/11. Thank you for joining me, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming out. Good to be with you guys.